What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks WNBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks here to win some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, after going 4-1 last night, we just missed it with Emma towards the end there. We needed her to get, either like 3 points or a block or a steal or something for her to hit the over on her fantasy score. She didn't quite get us there, unfortunately, but we went 4-1. We're back on a roll again. We went 4-1 in MLB as well. So if you've been watching all my content and mixing and matching these picks, you should be very profitable. And if you haven't checked out the premium content, you're missing out, guys. Would highly recommend you check this out, especially the VIP package. All new. You're going to get access to all my picks, all my core plays, my exclusive Discord, and picks for all apps, including but not limited to Prizepicks, Underdog, Monkey Knife Fight, Sleeper, Betcha, Hot Streak. I know there's even some more on there. Sports Battle that we've been deciding to attack a bunch of value. So check that out. Would highly recommend. If you're not on the VIP member package and you are playing every single day, you are missing out. Point blank. You're going to make a lot more than what you invest in that. So check that out if you're interested. And if you enjoy the content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Like goal for all these videos is going to be 200 likes. It's free. It takes 1 second to do, and it does greatly help. So I appreciate that, guys. And let's talk about it. We got a 2-gamer. Kind of funny, towards the end of the season, we keep getting, typically, like, the more games, the better, but it seems to be, like, I keep liking one game, and that's the case tonight. And it's a fantastic game environment. It's the New York Liberty taking on the Dallas Wings. It's a 163 over-under 4-point spread in favor of the Dallas Wings. So this game's expected to stay close, expected to play pretty up pace, and with some injuries, I think there's some nice usage opening up. So we will kick things off on the New York Liberty side first. And we're going to talk about Miss Johannes. She had a fantastic game last time out, and I'm expecting more of the same, and specifically her three-pointers. I like the over 1.5 three-pointers made here. Now, this is a player that typically I would say if she was in the starting rotation, this line would simply just not be at 1.5. And when I'm looking at my advanced metrics hub sheet as far as how she fares, I really don't care, because she's still taking 5.3 three-pointers attempted per game, and she's shooting 40% from behind the arc. So she's coming off the bench. She's taking a ton of shots, and there's a possibility that Natasha Howard's going to miss this game again tonight. She was upgraded to questionable from being out, so even if she does return, there's no guarantee she's at full strength, and they might rely on Johannes even more for her scoring, as they did last night. You can see her minutes ramped all the way up to 29 minutes. She took 8 three-pointers, knocked down 5 of them. That's kind of what she does, and like I said, if she was a starter, consistent starter, I do think this would be higher. Like, I'm looking at my advanced metrics hub, and her numbers are very, very similar to Sophie Cunningham. And you're looking at Sophie Cunningham's line; she's at 2.5 three-pointers made. So Prizepicks is hedging against Sophie. They're not hedging against Johannes, and Johannes is taking 5.3 three-pointers attempted per game. Sophie Cunningham's taking 6. Sophie's shooting 39.8% from the field, and Johannes is shooting 40% from the field. So it's pretty much the same play as far as I'm concerned. From a three-point aspect, obviously she might not play as many minutes, but she's taking the same amount of three-pointers. She's shooting the same amount from the field. There's a nice up-tempo game environment. The shot should be flying in this one. And pick number 1, we're going to be rocking with the over 1.5 three-pointers made for Marine Johannes. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Apologies, but don't know how to say it. So that's going to be pick number 1 here. Pick number 2, we're going to be kicking on over to the other side of this game. And I really like attacking this Dallas Wings side. Why? Because their minutes have been very solidified since the loss of Arike Ogunbale, and I want to be taking advantage. She's been out. She's expected to be out for the rest of the season. She's one of the highest usage players in the entire league. As a matter of fact, if I go ahead and sort my advanced metric sheet, it would not surprise me in the least if she led the league in usage. But regardless, played 30, 35 minutes per game. She's now out of the equation, and that has really ramped up the minutes and usage for the rest of the players on the Dallas Wings. You can see they're consistently playing in the mid to upper 30s and getting a ton of usage. And it's really a main core of players. Thornton, McCowan, Gray, and Mabry. So they're really playing a ton of minutes. They all have some pretty good metrics, and they all have their different strengths. So I want to be attacking each and every one of their strengths. And we will kick things off first with Miss Alicia Gray, because she is a fantastic all-around contributor. Once again, she's going to get a nice boost up in usage with there being no more Arike, and I'm going to be taking the over on her fantasy score here. Now, since Arike has been out of the equation, look at how she's been faring. You can see she's hit the over in each of her last 2 games. 25.5 fantasy score. She's put up 36 and 28 respectively. I'm expecting more of the same here for her. Very well-rounded individual as far as a player, and also a ton of minutes. Like I said, she's played 37, 44, and 38 minutes. You look at the production, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 18 points. She didn't even get any blocks and steals in this game, and her blocks and steals metrics actually grade out pretty good. She's got a 1.8% steal metric with 2.2% block metric, so I'm expecting her to be able to rack up some blocks and steals as she did in a game before where she had 4 steals, 1 block. You get 3 points for every one of those blocks and steals for fantasy score. Once again, massive minutes. The fantasy score lines for these ladies are just not adjusted, in my opinion, enough. So I like the over 25.5 fantasy score here for Alicia Gray. Pick number 2. Pick number 3, we're going to stick right to her team, and that's going to be Marina Mabrey. Same thing, playing a ton of minutes, contributing in all categories. Also has some pretty decent steal and block metrics. Looking at my sheet, she has a 1.3% steal metric, a 1.2% block metric, so she will pick up the blocks and steals. It's always something I'm looking to when I'm targeting fantasy score, and you look at how she's getting the job done. Last time out, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 31 points. 2 rebounds, 8 assists. No blocks and steals that time, but she put up 18 points. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 15 points. As you can see, she's pretty consistently doing all categories. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 3 steals, 26 points. So the upside's massive here. Once again, the minutes are going way up. The usage is going way up with no Enrique. Pick number 3, we're going to be rocking with the over 29.5 fantasy score for Marina Mabrey. You look at how she's been faring as of late since the departure of Enrique. No surprise. She's gone over in each of the last 2 games as well. Expecting more of the same here. Pick number 3. And pick number 4. We're going to the next one. It's going to be Miss Kayla Thornton. It's the same thing. She also has fantastic block and steal metrics. She's probably the best of the whole bunch. She's hit the over in each of her last 5. She played a lot of minutes as is. Now you add in Noah Enrique. Her minutes have been going up. Her usage has been going up, and it's the same thing. And like I said, she's really good for the blocks and steals, so I love targeting her fantasy score. You look at the last time out, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 21 points. So even that game, she's able to, contribute in the other categories outside of blocks and steals. And the blocks and steals are a nice little bonus on top of it. You can see some of these games, she's not even having this is not a flashy box score. 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, and 9 points. And she still hit the over on her fantasy score. So Kayla Thornton, love the over 27 fantasy score for her as pick number 4 here. You can clearly see there's a theme to this video. I'm loading up on the Dallas ladies, as I think you should. It's just a ton of minutes, a ton of usage, opening up a nice up-tempo game environment. On the other side, there's not quite as much usage in minutes opening up. I mean, Natasha Howard might be out, but we don't have that confirmed yet. So that's why I'm going to stick with the 3s on Johannes, because I think regardless, if she comes off the bench, she's still going to be chucking 3s and knocking those down. So it's kind of an invincible, depending upon where the news goes. It doesn't really matter. If anything, if the Howard's out, I just like her even more. But I like her regardless. So this Dallas swing side's a little bit different. Love them all. And then lastly, pick number 5, we're going to be rocking with the rebounds for Miss Tyra McCowan, because she's hit this in 4 of her last 5. She's 6'7". She's going to be down low on the low block, squaring up against Miss Dolson. Last game out, she didn't hit it, but you could see she was dealing with some fouls. Some foul trouble, I mean. Whereas last time out, she racked up 4 fouls. They were kind of a little bit moderate with her minutes. 28 minutes, she still played 28 minutes. She only brought down 9 rebounds in that game, but you look at her game logs as far as what she's been doing on the boards. She has hit the over 10.5 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the last 6 games. So last time out, wasn't quite able to get there with the rebounds. I am not going to let that talk me off this prop. Once again, she's 6'7" down low. I mean, she's just going to snag rebounds. She has a big size advantage and has clearly shown the ability to grab those rebounds. So my pick number 5 is going to be the over 10.5 rebounds for Tyra McCowan. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money in the WNBA on Prizepicks tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you have not signed up for the premium content package, what are you waiting for, guys? I got a bunch of different options. If you're not looking for the full VIP member package, there are some cheaper options. Like if you just want Prizepicks WNBA picks, just Prizepicks MLB picks, there are some options for that. But like I said, really makes a lot of sense to invest in the VIP member package because you're going to learn a lot. There's a great group of people that I've been teaching and contribute in their own way to the group as well. Some sharp people in there. So go ahead and join that team. You're not going to regret it. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Lock in these picks. Start winning some money, guys. Wishing you all the best of luck on your picks tonight. And we will see you in the next one.